afraid the government can have no excuse in relation to the second wave happening, but also the disproportionate impact, particularly on minority communities. They now know, because we've given them the data, that the Asian community is suffering disproportionality in relation to more likely to catch the virus, more likely to die from the virus, because we have more underlying health issues, obesity, diabetes, respiratory issues, because we're more likely to work in key frontline jobs, care homes, the NHS, transport, shops. There is no excuse for the fact that we're seeing in the second wave a disproportionate impact on our communities. The
So it
government,
is a failure of leadership.
without doubt. Listen, this wasn't inevitable. This wasn't inevitable. We're seeing in the Far East, in particular, in South Korea, in Taiwan, in Thailand, really good test and trace, trying to get a grip on this. They delayed the compulsory wearing of face masks on public transport and indoors. I'm encouraging them to have more face masking in outdoor events where you can't keep your distance. I'm encouraging the government to trust councils more in relation to test, trace, isolate, support. I'm encouraging the government to give more financial assistance to businesses, to councils, and to individuals.
One of the things that came out last week was that apparently the Race Disparity Unit said that structural racism is not a reasonable explanation of what is going on. How much does that, in your mind, suggest that the credibility is lacking when it comes to real investigation on behalf of the government?
Anybody who's examined the data from Public Health England, but also the data that councils have produced and we've produced, can't but conclude there is structural institutional racism still in 2020 across the United Kingdom. And for the government to be in denial about this is frankly, shocking, and it beggars belief. What I'd say to the government gently is look at the data, speak to the experts, and recognize there are big problems, structural problems that still exist in our country. I'm the first person to accept and be proud of the progress we've made. We're not the same country we were 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago, but there's still challenges.